10 years ago today, Star Wars The Force Awakens released.
Turn off the flash, you fucking moron!
I don't know if there was ever a better time to be a Star Wars fan, other than maybe The Phantom Menace's release in 1999. Star Wars The Force Awakens is an incredibly special movie to me. I genuinely don't know if I would be the person that I am today without it, and I know that sounds super dramatic and hyperbolic, but it's true. I've always liked Star Wars. I grew up with the prequel trilogy. Darth Vader was my absolute favorite as a kid, but it was just that. It was something I enjoyed as a kid. When I got older, I started to enjoy all the things that my friends were getting into at that age. I was playing Call of Duty and was watching the Marvel movies. And Star Wars was never really something that was at the forefront of my mind. But then on one fateful day in May of 2015, the second teaser for The Force Awakens started to play, and I was greeted by the wonder and magic of the binary sunset theme as the Lucasfilm logo faded on the screen, and saw this absolutely stunning shot of a crashed Star Destroyer in the sands as a speeder raced past. And man, in that moment, my entire childhood hit me like a freight train. It was like seeing a best friend that I hadn't seen in years. I just thought, like, how could I have forgotten this thing that I love so much? I immediately rushed home and I watched all 6 of the original movies for the first time in years, and everything was different, man. I was on that Force Awakens hype train so hard. All I could think about was Star Wars. I went off and I bought one of those collectible lightsabers. I made a costume that I could wear to the premiere. I scrambled like everyone else to get tickets as websites were crashing because so many people wanted to see the movie opening night. And I was fortunate enough to be able to get tickets opening day in the morning at like 10 a.m. I skipped school to go see The Force Awakens. I cried at the start of that movie because of how magical it was to be able to be in that theater with so many excited fans and hear that opening title crawl for the first time in a theater in my life. And I cried again at the end because I didn't want it to be over. It was so magical. I loved Finn and Rey and Poe, and I absolutely was obsessed with Kylo Ren. I loved Harrison's return, I loved Carrie, I loved Mark, the music, the costumes, the practical set. They're blowing up stormtroopers in this docking bay. Are you looking at this? It's the coolest thing ever. Star Wars The Force Awakens reignited my love for a galaxy far, far away, and it would set me on a trajectory that would define so much of my life up until this point. I got into cosplay and prop making because of this movie. I've made some of my best friends ever, bonding over our shared love for this franchise. My wife and I are able to share our love for this story together. I don't know if words can express how grateful I am for The Force Awakens, and how grateful I am that Disney brought back this story. Seeing that Lucasfilm logo is just as magical in my living room as it is in the movie theater, and I love it every single time. It feels so silly now, but when George finished the prequel trilogy, he was talking about how that was it. That was the end of the story.
Right. There is no episode 7.
And I never thought I was going to be able to get to visit a galaxy far, far away ever again. And now I can go literally visit it. I do all the time. And I'm so beyond excited to be able to experience that again in the movie theater next year with The Mandalorian and Grogu. And you better believe me that I'm going to be there opening night in costume, ready to go to a galaxy far, far away yet again. I love Star Wars. That love was brought back to life by Star Wars The Force Awakens.